So here's one of the fields I did today. This one's pretty thick because we never able to get to it because of all the rain we got this year. This is actually going to be goat food. I got a good friend of mine that raises goats, and he had been looking for basically hay that is not good quality. Lo and behold, this field and the little section that's right across the road here is going to fall right in his lap, because I'm not even going to put this out for the cows. Even though my cows will probably eat it, they'll probably eat it all the way to the ground, but I'd rather them have a little better quality hay versus all this scrap. So I came down the road and had a young deer standing there, and this stuff I already cut. He ran across the road. Needless to say, I didn't have the video going, but we're gonna cruise on up here to the house and head down to the barn and see what the kids are up to. When you hear me talk about kids, I'm talking about the cows. Pile of 1x6 oak. I'm in the midst of replacing every board on the fence. It was poplar, but poplar don't last, so I switched over to oak. And this is amazing. There isn't a cow one in the barn, which I am absolutely shocked. But now that this gator's pulled up down here, they'll probably come running thinking that they're going to get them some corn. But I gave them corn last night, so they're good to go. But I've got another video I'm going to do. So for those that don't know, Kuhn makes John Deere disc mowers. So this affects all the Kuhn, or I ain't going to say all the Kuhns, the 280 Kuhn and the 280 John Deere. So there's a double lock system on these disc mowers. You actually have a storage lock, and you have your release to drop your bar down. And then lo and behold, well, I spoke too soon. Here they come. Lo and behold, you have a lock that actually locks the bar down when you're actually cutting. To make a long story short, the lock that locks the bar in the home position when you store it, I didn't know about. So when I went to hook up my disc mower, needless to say, I couldn't get it hooked back up because it was all cattywampus and sitting at an angle. So John Deere was kind enough to come over here yesterday and help me get this thing back to where it needed to be and show me what I needed to do. But as you can see, the varmints are starting to come in, and they're covered with flies. So you know what that means. Tomorrow's going to be a fly treatment day. So before I head into the hayfield, I'm coming down here to spray you guys with flies, whether you want it or not. And I don't have a problem with them. I just throw a bag of corn in and walk behind them and spray them all off. But I'm also going to do a video on that disc mower to show you exactly what the double lock system is. That way, if anybody ever buys one and they ain't told about it, then you'll know exactly what to do. this isn't a time to be vocal. You have no reason to be vocal. But that's all of my heifers right there. And then the one right there in the middle, that is Oscar. That is the boy that runs the show. And he's wanting to know why he ain't getting a honey bun. I got another one standing outside. I think she's got a baby out there. I actually have 3 babies right now. I've got 2 boys and a girl. And God knows where they're at right now. Those 3 little rascals, they don't stop. They just keep running and running and running. But we'll pick back up on the next video here shortly. I'm gonna sit down and get these things edited and tie them all together, and get this thing posted as soon as I can. You all have a good day. Speaking of one of the little ones, there's my little heifer. She's going in that side. No, she's staying back there. But I've got 2 little boys somewhere. And next weekend, you guys are going to get a good laugh, because I'm going to lock them in this little holding area. And they're gonna get banded. They don't know it yet. You want banded? You want me to put a band on you? You big baby. So this one's actually harness trained. This is Oscar. We can put a harness on him and walk him around. The bad part about it is, ain't doing it now. If he used to get out of hand, he'd drag me all across this place. So needless to say, I'm not going to give him the opportunity to make that happen. You got anything you got to say? You don't have nothing? I don't have no honey buns, and I ain't got any moon pies. There's honey buns up the house, but I'm not going to go get them. So the rest of them are hanging out. There's one heifer. I'm 99% sure she's had her baby. And I've got some more that are due to drop. So hopefully they're all done by the middle of this month. And I won't have to worry about any winter babies. I've been through that aspect before. Hasn't been bad. They've all turned out well. But ain't nothing worse than dealing with a winter baby. This one right here was a winter baby. And his mama ended up passing away because she was small when she had him. And he's the bottle baby. Alright, you guys have a good evening, and I'll chat with you later.